Hey everyone, and welcome to the show. Today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of ancient healing systems, Ayurveda and traditional Chinese medicine, or TCM. Think of them as long lost siblings, sharing a common ancestor in holistic healing practices. Here with me is Monica Groover, an Ayurvedic practitioner. Can you tell me a little bit about these two systems?
Yeah, think of Ayurveda and TCM as long lost siblings. They share a common ancestor in holistic healing practices. Both Ayurveda and Chinese medicine are obsessed with balance. Ayurveda wants to keep your body happy by keeping the two doshas, Vata, Pitta, Kapha, happy. TCM wants to make sure your chi, which is your vitality, your magical life force, flows smoothly. Both these healing arts are very big on preventative measures. Forget popping pills. They're all about eating right, sleeping enough, and not stressing about that overflowing inbox. And don't even get me started on the social media. So, both Ayurveda and Chinese medicine, think of them as ancient self care, but taken to a whole new level. Both use herbs like crazy. Both Ayurveda and TCM do pulse assessment. They both do tongue assessment. They both use herbs. They both believe in using the opposites heal. And even though they might read the pulse a little bit differently or the tongue assessment's a little bit different, but the basic idea is the same. I have met a lot of Chinese medicine practitioners and I mostly just love them, but some of them tend to feel a little bit superior than Ayurveda. And I don't even think maybe it's their training and maybe that's how they were taught. But I don't feel that air of superiority coming from Ayurvedic practitioners. If anything, Ayurvedic practitioners tend to be defensive and feel a little inferior. And when you're defensive and inferior, you try to show off. And before all the Ayurveda practitioners get upset with me, I'm just talking about the Ayurvedic practitioners that I've seen in India because they tend to be treated like secondhand citizens by the Western medicine practitioners. So, yeah, they do behave like that. At least that's what I've seen, and not everybody behaves like that. When I was running the college, at the peak of the college, we had hundreds of students and we were always hiring teachers. And I would get these resumes from graduates of Ayurvedic colleges, especially from North India, and not so much from South India, saying how they've interned in a certain hospital and trying to compare themselves to the Western medicine counterparts. And I used to think they don't know that they're making themselves really, really unattractive candidate, in my opinion, because from where I am standing, Ayurveda is a holistic health modality. And, Ayurvedic practitioners have no business curing or treating or preventing any disease. And of course, in America, it's not recognized at all. However, in India, it is recognized as an alternative health system. But of course, the Western medicine practitioners treat them like secondhand citizens. I mean, for example, here you take the MCAT. Yeah, you take the MCAT and then you get entry into medicine practice. Similarly, you take exams in Indian. People who get really low number on exams, low percentage, gets admission in an Ayurvedic college. People who get in the entrance exam high percentage and good marks get into medical colleges. So right from there, the entrance exam itself makes this inferior thing happen. Plus, India was ruled by the British for, hundreds of years. So anything that they got Western medicine, they got English, they got Western clothes, anything that is Western is considered superior. Anything that is Indian in nature is considered uh, inferior. In fact, when I was growing up in the 70s, 80s, my dad said you need to learn yoga. And when I was 10 years old, I was going to a yoga school and everybody made fun of me. It was made fun of. And because the art school was doing it, the so-called Christian schools would make fun of our, stupid Hindu school, which is teaching the stupid yoga. Who does that? And now where is it? Because Westerners starting doing yoga, so now the Indians are doing it. So Indians will never take anything, and now Ayurveda has become popular in the West. That is why Ayurveda is becoming popular in India. Coming back. So yeah, whether there is a realization or not, that there is a little bit of feeling of inferiority and a need to prove yourself. I mean, honestly, Ayurvedic doctors in India, be proud of your Indian culture. You are Sanatanis. You have this beautiful alternative health system. Be proud of it. Don't try to emulate or compete with Western medicine. You have different aims and objectives. I absolutely love Ayurveda and I love all the Ayurvedic practitioners and Ayurvedic medicine. And I have so much respect for it. And seeing the young people who are going to Ayurveda colleges in India trying to compete with the Western, it just breaks my heart. So, this is all coming from a place of love. So, be proud of your heritage. And it is not my intention to make anybody feel superior, inferior, or anything like that. This is just my personal opinion.
Can you explain TCM with a Lego example to me?
Think of a cosmic Lego set. So you have these Lego pieces, the big giant Lego pieces. Think they're like all the Lego pieces are divided into basically two, and yin and yang. So yin is cool, dark, quiet Lego pieces, and yang is the very colorful, energetic, bright, sun worshipping early bird Lego. So they're opposite. The two kind of Legos are opposites, but they're completely interdependent and they need to interlock at each other. If you have too much yin, you're a sleepy sloth. You have too much yang, you're bouncing off the walls like a caffeinated squirrel. The goal is to have a perfect balance where the yin Lego, the cool, dark, quiet night owl Lego and the early bird can finally get along. Now we have another system of Legos, the five elements. So just like in Ayurveda, we have space, air, fire, water, earth. In TCM, we have wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. So in Ayurveda, metal and earth would all be earth. Metal is earth, wood is fire and earth. These elements represent different aspects of a body and how they interact. Wood is all about growth and flexibility. Fire is about energy and transformation of metabolism, of the fiery furnace of your digestive system. Earth is about nurturing and stability, grounding force. Now, metal is something that we don't use in Ayurveda, but metal is about clarity and structure. It's kind of exactly the same in Ayurveda too, helping you let go of what no longer serves you. And water is about wisdom and flow. Again, a little bit more similar to Ayurveda, ever flowing wisdom of life. And they all cycle and influence each other. It's even if one of these five elements in TCM is off balance, the entire body can be thrown into chaos. And then, of course, there's chi. We talked about that before. It's the prana, it's a magical life force, which is like a tiny invisible river flowing through your body. It's like a it's like an invisible energy drink. It is constantly buzzing with power. And where are you getting the power from? From your eyes, from your ears, from your nose, from your throat, from the food that you're eating, from the action, from your thinking, all of it. And then when the whole day we are watching videos and our eyes are looking at social media, that poor chi keeps depleting. So in order to keep the chi flowing smoothly, and we want to do activities that increase prana, increase chi. Time in nature, gentle exercises, not heavy duty exercises, walking, tai chi, yoga, not spending time, just avoiding videos, avoiding social media, and having a balanced day and not being, constant run, run, I have to go here, I have to go, not in that mode, but be a bit more peaceful. Um, think of Chi as inner superhero. Its job is to keep us in tip-top shape, and by shape we mean in balance. And then in TCM, there are also something called meridians. They're like invisible highways for your chi crisscrossing your body. You've heard of chakras. You have your seven chakras. They are crisscrossing. That there are three nadis that crisscross, and wherever the nadis meet, you have the chakra. Similarly, you have meridians. So nadi is same as meridians, right? So the meridians are the delivery system for this chi or inner energy drink. Each meridian connects to a specific organ and body part. And in Chinese medicine, acupuncture targets these meridians. So how are we targeting our nadi? and nadis in Ayurveda by the accessing the three doshas by using something called marma points. So, when we want to clear any traffic jam and get the traffic flowing smoothly, they use acupuncture to clean that. They do gua sha, cupping, all kind of things. In Ayurveda, we do massage. We also do some forms of cupping. So there's some similarities here.
Can you explain the building blocks of Ayurveda?
Buckle up, because now we're about to explore the 5 elements of Ayurveda in a way that's less ancient text and more a hilarious hangout. So think of the elements that we call Panchamahabhutas, or 5 great building blocks, not as these stuffy Sanskrit words that sound very amazing, but they kind of your body's roommates, and each has their own room. The first building block is Akash, or space. And it's the ultimate space cadet. It's the big picture. It's the void where everything exists. It's like that friend who's always got their head in the clouds, super chill and spacious. Too much space in our body, and we're a constant daydreamer. We'll be lost in thought. And if there's not little space in our mind and body, we will be cramped and inflexible. We will not have any creativity. We'll be like a stressed out Tetris player. So, again, balance is key. Normally, Vata dosha has a lot of akash, a lot of space. So, they're always trying to reduce that space. And Kapha has very least amount of space, and that you're always trying to increase the space in Kapha person. Next up, my friends, is Vayu. Vayu means air. Vayu already has space in it. Every successive element has the previous element already in it, which means Earth has all the other 4 elements in it as well. Vayu, or air, is the energetic whirlwind. This is your inner party animal. This one is responsible for both all kinds of movement in the body, whether it's physical or mental. And so if you have too much air in your body, you'll bounce off the walls. You'll be a human tornado of activity. If you do not have, or you have too little of air or vayu, you'll be stiff and sluggish, and you'll move slower than a glacier. Think of air as your body's built-in espresso shot. Need a boost? Air's got you covered.
Why did Chinese medicine continue to evolve? Ayurveda.